Welcome to this channel. This channel is for education and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So today I'd like to share with you something really important. And that is, if one wants to study Wing Chun, be a real Wing Chuner, not a movie Wing Chun actor. So if one really wants to study Wing Chun, study it properly instead of mimicking things and be a Wing Chun movie actor. So the reason why I'm sharing this today is because yesterday some friend sent me this video from YouTube. And he told me that he watched this video and this video is real and all kinds of good things. So after I watched this video in my Wing Chun technical support group, I post this up here to let everybody comment and see what everybody think. So over here, I post it. I said, oh, does this work? Why yes, why no? If it is not working, how to fix it? So, as usual, I get many different types of answer. And this is one of the answer. It said, yes, it works. It works because it has a momentum and breathing handling. It has the momentum and breathing handling as a result of its functional training. So in this particular one, my response is, how can you know he has breathing and momentum handling? So, and there are many discussion there. So I decided to make this video today. If we want to learn things, we want to really know what it is. Saying things like this is a problem. And this type of problem is actually not new to Wing Chun. If you look at the past 60 years, you can see that if one person say qi, then suddenly everybody talk about qi. For my experience, years ago when I brought the term force flow, suddenly everybody talk about force flow. And really, how many really know what I'm talking about? And then when I'm talking momentum, same thing. So past few weeks, I'm talking about the momentum and breathing handling and functional training. Now this show up. And so I asked, how do you know that the person in this video has breathing and momentum handling? Well, so in this type of conversations, actually one know whether if the other party understand their thing or not. So there's a reason why I want to share with this, because this is a very serious problem today. Is like the movie Wing Chun is brainwashing most of the people to have a bad habit of, I know it too. I have it too. And then using terms without knowing what it is. Okay. And like saying something like that, it works. It works because this, because of that. Well, there's just term. Now, I'm not blaming on this person. That's why, all this name is taken away. I just set up a case because this happened often with me. Okay. I've seen most people doing those kind of stuff. If you go to an engineering school or you work in the Silicon Valley as design, you do not just using the surface term, you need to provide details. That's why I say, how can you know? If you say yes, how can you know, right? So we need to be really careful because Wing Chun is a technical subject. Okay. So let me share with you one thing. This is a song in the 70s. Okay. A song in the 70s where a pop song everybody know, an old song at my time when I was in a teenager, high school time. This song is for a movie and is titled as Genius Moron's Dream by Samuel Hui. Okay, the older generation will know, like my generation will know this song. And the lyrics in this song I chose today is what represent in my heart. I think the lyrics say it all for me. Okay, so let's go through the lyrics, say here. So here it said that all talents are God created, all have their own uses, meaning that everybody have their specialty, their strength. Everybody is be able to show, to shine with their strength. Okay. And then here it said that vigorously flap the wing to fly high, don't have to stay in dreams. Okay, meaning that you can fly high in the real world, not in the dream. And here it said, a long, long dream, when the dream is gone, no one knows its whereabout. When the drunken man awake one day, will he fly above the phoenix and dragon? So this is what I sincerely like to share with Wing Chuners who like to learn Wing Chun. Okay. So I said here, vigorously flap the wings to fly high, don't have to stay in the dream. Stay in the dream is just a wasting of time, wasting of life, and one will not be able to face reality. And you always trapped in that dream or that nightmare of that fantasy, which is never come true. And so one will not dare to wake up, to face the reality and really flap the wing and fly high. So as this song say, genius, moron's dream. So are we a genius who want to stay within the dream? Or are we morons because we stay in the dream? So this is the song I brought out. I hope that those who really want to study Wing Chun listen to this song and know that no one needs to stay in the dream or delusion or illusions like drunk. If one want to learn something, learn it for real, And like if one want to be a millionaire, then be a real millionaire. Watching movie every day, make believe one is a millionaire is not going to be making one is a millionaire. Go in the real life, learn it, go get the educations, and one will get there. See how many millionaires in Silicon Valley. So everybody have the chance. That's why, as in this song, it said that all talents are God created, all have their own uses. Nobody is useless. Okay. Now let's get into this thing. Let's get technical. Okay. Let's get into this thing. Let's see, is that true that it works because it has a momentum and a breathing handling? Let's look at it clearly. Analyze it. Okay. But before that, let's look at reality. What is reality? What is real? Okay. Because if we know what is real, we can see what is this doing. Okay. Now, let's get our two cases of Xi Xiaodong fighting Wing Chuners. This is Xi Xiaodong fighting Ding Hao. Okay, you look at this. With today's technology, really, people cannot BS. You look at this is at the beginning, the Xi Xiaodong start to respond to Ding Hao. Okay. Look at the second instant, what happened? He got in and Ding Hao have to shift away. Okay. Look at this. Okay. The strike he throw, Xi Xiaodong throw with his entire body momentum. Now on the other angle, you see that he charged in. You see that Ding Hao cannot handle that momentum. And, you know, Ding Hao just completely off already here. So it is within seconds, one or two moves. Okay, this is the start. Ding Hao throw the punch. He get in. Xi Xiaodong get in. Right away, Ding Hao being attacked. Ding Hao lost his center line. This is a real attack to the center line. And real attack to the center line doesn't have to be straight line. Is the closest between 2 points. You see, he lost his center axis already. He's gone. Okay, and the Xi Xiaodong go in with the full momentum. Okay. Now, if you look at that in the angle, it is a full momentum strike. It doesn't have to be like the closest between 2 points is a straight line, those kind of stuff. Okay, it can come with different angles. So you guys know this video, go look at it, play it in a slow motion, and you can see how the momentum charge in from Xi Xiaodong, and the Ding Hao just cannot handle it. Does Ding Hao have all the structure and all this thing? Yes, you look at other Ding Hao's fight with his friends, or he challenge other people who is not pro. Okay, see his structure and his feet, his strike and so forth. But when you face the momentum from a trained MMA player, that's what you expect. Now, look at this is Xi Xiaodong versus Li Gang. This is the first. This is the attack. You see his body charge in. You see this over. Li Gang couldn't take it. And also you can see Li Gang's video out there, how he performed pressure point strike and his Wing Chun and so forth. Well, this is reality. So what we learn from here? What do we learn from here? Your momentum, your MV, mass multiplied by velocity. Mass is your body weight. And you learn that how it can come from different angles, and the body and the fist is, or the strike is one piece. This is called momentum. Okay. Now, after you seeing this, let's look at this. So this opponent strike this guy. You look at them, the strike. Does the body go through it? No. Does it respond with the body in the momentum way? No. It's straight like that. So he throw a fist. Does the body go? No. Body stay there. Does the opponent get any type of attack in the center line? No. The opponent is still there. The leg, the feet is still here. The feet is here. The opponent stands straight like this. It is not like this. It's not like this. You get in your momentum, you attack him. Okay? And the opponent cannot handle it. You just destroy him. Destroy the center axis. So you look at he punch with his body strength straight like this and punch, and then he lean back. Okay. And the opponent still there. Well, seeing this, is it works? It worked because it has a momentum and breathing handling. Let's leave alone breathing handling. Does this person have momentum handling at all? Like Xi Xiaotong? Of course, no. This is just a movie act. Okay? There's no momentum here. He's standing around there waving the hand, acting. Okay? That's what it is. You want to use this type of stuff to face Xi Xiaotong? A strike will put the opponent this way and attack will right away get the opponent this way. You want to face those kind of things? Those are momentum. How is this momentum? How is this momentum at all? You can see both parties have no momentum. Both parties are acting. And you look at this, the body and the strike, it's just a hand strike. The body is not even supporting the strike. And lean back. What is that? So this is called movie Wing Chun. Okay. That's why you cannot answer to the Xi Xiaotong. Now you know what this momentum means. Okay. And you need to, if we look into this, if you look into this thing, in the real life. In the real life. Okay? In the real life. Well, whatever Xi Xiaodong do look like in the movie, look like, oh yeah, I have to have this hand techniques, that hand techniques. Or it's more important that the entire body charge in. It is the momentum. It is the name of the fight. It's like what the lyrics of the eyes of the tigers. It is the momentum, the theme of the fight. It is not the hand. And seeing this is missing the entire thing. And so saying this, meaning one really don't know what I'm talking about. And if this continue on, it means it is again, about 7 years ago, I said force flow. Everybody said force flow. When I said momentum, everybody said momentum. But until today, I show it everywhere and everything. Did people know what is going on? How many really put their heart to study? That's why if you look at that, like in the restricting Wing Chun, I didn't create things. This is Shaolin Short Strike document. Okay, this is the classic. Is compiled in 1700, but it exists late 1600. So what is it? Figure 5.1 is a drawing in the Shaolin Short Strike Martial Art Classic. This drawing shows the basic of short strike momentum functional training. This functional training developed high-speed dynamic handling of leg, torso, and arm coordination, while the leg and torso handling is the main and the arm handling is the subordinate, which is adapting the main. Well, look at Xi Xiaodong. Isn't it the same type of concept with what happened in the short strike Wing Chun hundreds of years ago? So Wing Chun is a descendant of this Shaolin short strike, right? Black and white. And over here it said that shoulder is a critical body part in short strike art. The Shaolin Short Strike Martial Art Classic record the following. Handle of body strength is shoulder. The handle of body strength is shoulder. The proper of arm strike is based on shoulder handling as main and hand handling as a subordinate. Look at the body, okay? Look at the shoulder handling. You cannot see it here, but you can see it in the same thing too, okay? So look at the shoulder handling there, where the body, shoulder leading the body going there. Now let's compare with this. How is the shoulder handling? The shoulder have to get in if you want to strike somebody. That's why if you put your shoulder here, you put your hand up there, your body never get in. Okay, you don't have momentum. Sorry, sir. And even worse, that when you get back, you lean back. That's called, oh my God. So this is Shaolin teaching. And so many times I have already present in this channel. Showing it myself, demo it myself, saying thing. but still, yes, it works. It works because it has momentum and breathing handling. It has the momentum and breathing handling as a result of the functional training. Does it have any momentum? Zero. Does it have any functional training? Zero. So this is need to be corrected at all costs if one really want to learn martial arts. Or else you can train 1 billion years and you go up to Xi Xiaodong, you cannot last long. Like this one is 47-second KO. Okay, after a few tries, go look at it. That's how bad it is. Now, so that is the ancient, right? I mean, the ancient have record down, and I make it in the today's, so that everybody be able to interpret, to understand what it is. You need to train this way for your body momentum. No, so that is in the same book. Is in the restricting Wing Chun. Okay, so you can see that with this with the ancient classic. Okay, the ancient classic, the modern, you need to train that way. Okay, you need to train with like this the genie for speed running, for power and so forth. You need to train the multi-directions strength so you can handle. Okay, so the entire thing, you be able to handle your shoulder, your body, like this thing. Like here it says. This functional training developed the high-speed dynamic handling of leg, torso, and arm coordination, where the leg and torso handling is the main and the arm handling is the subordinate, which adapt to the main. So this is how clear it is, what it is. This is how clear it has to be. This is how clear it has to be. Now, again, this one is how you handle your body recycling momentum. If you look at Xi Xiaodong, how he handled his body in dynamic. Okay, how he handled his body in dynamic. It's not this. This is movie. This is no momentum. Okay, this is only moving hand around. Or in a familiar term, saying that this is chasing hand. Exactly chasing hand. Okay. Now I want to call your intention on one thing. This is called background momentum. Okay. Okay, so background momentum is in the I don't know how to rotate this thing, you know. It's in the Wing Chun Matrix books. Okay. So this is what he said. In order to play the high-speed exchange in momentum fighting game, one need to handle both the opponent's incoming momentum and one's own background momentum. Background momentum is defined as one's inertial momentum and one's self-generate oppositions, which is not help oneself instead against oneself. So what is it? If you look at Xi Xiaodong, he get in his entire body is one piece. So he handled this body properly and he handled Ding Hao's momentum. Okay, so there's Ding Hao and his momentum. If you look at this, his opponent have a momentum. He is supposed to have a momentum. And now his body is standing here. He's punching here, so his body is not going. Okay, his body is stuck there holding something, which is against him when his hand want to go out. And this is his opponent very minimum momentum because his opponent's also stuck there. So just look at that, you know that these people have no idea on what is the background momentum handling. So he cannot play the momentum games because his own body, he doesn't know his momentum. He do not know how to make the best use of it. His opponent, well, sure, you got an opponent which is have no idea on what is momentum. You can play with that. You face the opponent like this, like jump into you like a tiger. Well, sir, sorry, there's a really different story. Okay. Look at this. His momentum. Ding Hao have his momentum against him. He handled Ding Hao momentum and his own momentum he get in. So there's the background momentum. Okay. So as many times I share that you need to use the Red Bull training band to experience what is momentum. The minute you are in the Red Bull training band, you try to thrust out, your body is going to pull you, your the Red Bull training band is going to pull you. The Red Bull training band, you try to push it out, it pull you back. That is like your opponent's momentum. And your body have a background momentum you have to deal with. Say if you stand with your weight behind, you try to exert the force with the band, the force, the band pull you back, and your body cannot stand because your body weight is at your back leg, and you get pulled backward, and you can fall. So Red Bull training band, the nice thing about it is a realistic simulation. If you go around with it, then you can experience what is momentum. And of course, I have this other video on ISO chain and so forth. There are tons of stuff for that. Now, if one have no idea on what is momentum by definitions, like in this Wing Chun Matrix books, in the Wing Chun Inception, the Restricting Wing Chun and all those things, which is I share a lot in this channel. Saying this thing, meaning really one don't know what it is. Or one thing one know, but one don't know. This is a disaster. Now you look into this. How many years already since Xi Xiaodong KO Ding Hao? 2018. So Ding Hao get KO 2018. It's almost like the March time or something like that, 2018. Today is 2022. It's 4 years later and you still have this movie Wing Chun flying around and people still, oh, that's good. Like my friend who sent me this, that's good. He's strong, he's powerful, blah, blah, blah. That's how bad it is. That's why I say the Wing Chun education for past 140 years is bankrupt. When people look at you, like Xi Xiaodong look at you, of course you're gonna laugh the hell out of it. Because you couldn't even see what is the first thing. It's just the first move. It's just the first move. Ready? First move, charge in. You cannot handle the momentum. You don't even know what is it. So how to play? Now, if one don't know about the momentum, how do one know about breathing? That's why I usually saying that, okay, you just go up to the Red Bull training band. Just do it for 3 minutes, moving around and see what happens. Can you breathe? So do you think Xi Xiaodong train this type of stuff? Of course, the MMA friends of us train this. Modern sports science training. So you want to get to breathing. That's why in my book, the Restricting Wing Chun, I have the H model here. Your physiological state, you want to handle with the inputs momentum. Your training goal is fighting or warm up, recovery, your heart rate zone. All scientific. Does our Olympic friend or MMA friends train this way? Sure. So that's why I share on this thing. What is your aerobic? What is your anaerobic in training? Your training effect. What is your VO2 max handling? How you handle this thing? Your maximum heart rate and so forth. So hope that after this video, you know what exactly momentum is. Hope that you know after this video that when you want to talk about breathing, you better be able to know which domain you are trained in, and you have your, you know where you train in, like your aerobic, anaerobic, because that's related to your cardiorespiratory, your breathing, and your momentum handling for that, and you know your VO2 max. Okay. And not just looking into this, and make a comment like this. So that's why I know what people have in their training, just by reading what they are commenting. So as I mentioned here, using these relics, vigorously flap the wing to fly high, don't have to stay in the dream. Okay, if you keep staying in the long dream, when the dream is gone, no one know where it's about. Okay, so it's like a drunken man. Okay, someday you're going to awake, so saying that you can spend an entire lifetime, but you cannot handle Xi Xiaodong's first few seconds. because you completely miss it. This is how serious now. What Wing Chun? What Kung Fu if you cannot handle that? Can your structure handle that? Look at Ding Hao. Does it have a structure? Look at Li Gong. Does it have a structure? Does it have the hand techniques? Look at the Shaolin. Did they talk about your structure and hand techniques? Or they talk about the entire body charge in? So if you want to fight Xi Xiaodong, you better have the real Shaolin sword strike art, or as in the this Kung Fu 1560, Qi Ji Guang art. Okay, you want to go for real? There's no room for all this movie stuff. And as what I share here, today we can prove the training with this. Okay, measurable, monitorable. We can map whatever the technology, 1850s Siu Lim Tao technology into this. So I'm not here to blame anybody. I brought all this from Asia to here. The core, the creams of the crops here is because education is needed. One cannot afford all those movie stuff. It's like the blind man leading the blind man, and then have high, get high in their dream. And then you play some demonstrations, and then you start to have this Chinese music, and then you get high, and then you like these days people playing their sets and putting the Yip Man movie music and get high. Can you handle Xi Xiaodong's first few seconds? If not, that means you are not practicing martial arts, but movie. So education is a must. Experience is the must. You need to have this kind of experience in the body handling. And in fact, I have never said one thing on my own idea. Everything I share with you based on science and historical evidence. Okay. So things need to change. Unless if you want to waste your time, waste your life, that's fine. But whoever wants to learn, they need to know, not wasting their life. Everybody can develop it. Why not develop it, but daydreaming? One thing we need to be careful. From 1600 to here in this book, 1700 and 1850, all these things, the entire thing is trackable. You go to 1850s, you can track to the Shaolin Sword Strike. From Shaolin Sword Strike Classic, you can track to the Qi Ji Guang. Okay. You can track from from Wing Chun 1850 to Shaolin Sword Strike to Qi Ji Guang. Okay, and then you can verify it with the sports science today. For past 140 years, you go check in everything. Everybody is based on this grandmaster. He's the king of Wing Chun. That grandmaster, he's from Red Boat. That grandmaster, it is this and it is that. And then this is my Wing Chun, this is your Wing Chun, and this is whatever Wing Chun. But none of this can track all these things. So I often have questions with all the grandmaster. How come prior to 1850, everything is trackable for a few hundred years? How come from right now, 2020 to 1870s. None can track down to the ancient. Tell me why. And yet you have so many grandmaster, but grandmaster of what? Didn't the Chinese say you need to remember your ancestor? Didn't the Chinese say you always have to be responsible for your ancestor and for your people who you teach? So where is it? Now, if people doing this for past 140 years, following the Shaolin sword strike, following the General Qi Ji Guang, you will never end up like that. You will never end up like that. And to the worst, you end up like that and you still don't know. You're still doing this kind of stuff. Are you punching or are you making movie? You expect this type of strike can strike somebody where the opponent is not disturbed. The owner's body, this is kind of leaning backward. If you see that, if I draw a straight line like that, his body is straight with a backward kind of stuff, and then his hand going up. So that means this is torn apart. The body is not only not supporting the arm, the body is there, become a weight for the arm. Like I want to punch this, body stay like this instead of I go with my my shoulder and shoot out. Body go like that, slant out like that, accelerate, and then shoot out. There's a two-stage rockets. That's what the Shaolin sword strike, this shoulder handling means. Meaning I lean forward, I accelerate forward, my shoulder go. It's like the first stage of the rocket. And then this shoot out. This is the second stage of the rocket. And now look at this. There's no rocket here. You put yourself in some kind of platform and then you're moving your hand like that. And of course, if you exert this a lot of force, you're going to break this part. Your body and because either your body go with it or your body is become the loading of your hand, which is like you step on the brakes. So this is what I'd like to share with you. It is a long winding of mind. Those who don't want to listen, for sure, you know, is as what I mentioned before, you don't want to watch my video. But for those who really have the heart to learn, if they do not know the direction, they don't know what it is, what are you going to lead them to? So it is like Apollo 13. Houston, we got a problem. And so today, hope that this clean it for you. What is momentum? You see it clearly. But you see it clearly is not good enough. You have to go train like the MMA or the Red Bull training band, the cheapest way, and just try it a little bit to experience it. And then if you want to have the breathing, you better get the VO2 max and all those anaerobic, aerobic training effect measure. Or else it's called monkey business. Look at our MMA friend. Did they use those tools? Those modern sports science training? Of course they do. So as in the song, genius, moron, dream. Do you want to be genius? To do things properly, make a correction right now because SOS, the ship is sinking, or we want to be still like moron, drunken and sleep. and keeping saying, my Wing Chun, your Wing Chun, my grandmaster is this, my king of Wing Chun grandmaster. And yet nobody be able to link it up to whatever the history of the China and the martial art of China. So I leave everything for you. I just have to say what I'm saying, because every Wing Chuners have a duty to tell the truth.